Hello everybody, this is TheLisol. Welcome to my roster update for week 40 of 2024 for my main account, TheLisol. Let's get started. So for this project, I put together this spreadsheet to track my progress. I break my farms down into 4 tiers, 5 characters per tier, trying to get one to their goal each week, and another one staged at G11, 12, or 13, depending on what kind of resources I have. I've got 2 concurrent projects right now. We got G13s for older journey guide events, and then we have my Jar Jar Ufu's DTMG and Queen Amidala project here. As you can see, I haven't made any progress really on the G13 project, but it's kind of a background-ish project. I just want to get them staged so that when I do decide I want to go and get them, they're available. Here we got the Jar Jar Ufu's GR DTMG. I haven't made any progress on this because this past week I took my Hoth Rebel Scout up because I was hoping to put together the team for the Powcron. So now that I have that done, I can go back to the project that I'm working on. Maybe take Fulcrum up to R7, maybe take DTMG up to G13. We'll see what I can do feasibly in the next week or so. So with the changes to the raid economy and the gear economy, it's allowed me to kind of build up the back half of my roster, take some characters. Since I finished the G11 project, we're working on a G12 project now. We got 6 teams worth of characters, Rebel Fighters, Jawa Smugglers, some miscellaneous, and some tanks that I want to get to G12 so that they can provide some depth and they're staged at a better position where I can take them up to G13 if they ever become requirements or they're a team that I want to build out. This past week I wasn't able to get anybody up, but that is fine. This is kind of a side project I'm not overly concerned with. So I pre-recorded my gearing. Let's take a look at that. So we start by taking Night Trooper up to 5 stars. We get I'm trying to take Death Trooper up to, is this regular old Death Trooper? Yeah, we're trying to take him up to G12. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. We got Hoth Rebel Scout. We get to G13. I take him up to R3 so he can be used with the Datacron. So I now have a POW team that is capable of using, or a Mon Mothma team that's capable of using the Powcron. In 5s, it'll be very helpful. We take Death Trooper up to G12. What am I looking at here? I think I take DTMG up, maybe a level. Yeah, I take him up to 9, I think. And then we take a look at some of this gear. I'm kind of light on some of these pieces. I think we stop here for the time being. We do add some abilities to him just to bump the GP up a little bit. I do not add the Zetas. I will be adding the Zetas in the next week or so whenever I decide to take him up to G13. Probably won't be adding any Omicrons to him. He's TB, or TW, so I'm not overly concerned with that. TW is my least favorite game mode. Until it gets changed, I will probably do the absolute bare minimum as I've been doing. We take a look at Morgan Elsbeth here. I think we're able to take her up to G11 now. Yeah, G10. Okay, no, she stops at G10, but it's Carbantes. I've been light on Carbantes, been using a lot of them, but now that most of my characters are G11 or G12, those pieces will become less of a problem. Do we take Shinhati up to 9, I think? Oh, we take her up to 10, actually. She gets stuck behind Carbantes. The nice thing about having all the Kairos I do now is I don't have to worry about, I can take characters, new marquees, straight up to G11. All right, so that's it. Going from last week to this week, we went from 11.603 to 11.624. So that's 21,000 GPs, not a bad week. Zeta stayed the same at 272. So Omicron stayed the same at 42. G13s went to 222. G12s went from 22 to 23. And G11 stayed the same at 24. So I've been tracking some things that I want to do with my account, some concerns I have, possible solutions, and the pros and cons to those solutions. TB, we got Kira and Young Han. We talked about this. Not really in my plans. Bo-Katan is in my plans and done, actually. I kind of went out of my way to get her, and it paid off. I'm very, very happy with that. Raid, Queen Amidala, Master Qui-Gon Power at R9. I'm able to get 3.153 million, I think is what I get with some remodding. I maybe some tighter remodding and I'll be able to get it to the 3.6, but all things considered, I'm pretty happy with that score. Gungans probably are going to stay at R7. The raid, we're almost halfway through it. At this point, adding those R8s is probably a waste of resources. My score right now is just under 9 million. I am working on getting my dark side team up to R7, so that will push me just over 9 million. And maybe I'll do some work on the Luminara team. We'll see. Cairo Crunch, pretty much done because I buy those packs. I probably will stop buying those packs in a month or two. Slicing mats were good. I've been doing a lot of modding. I'm more bottlenecked behind credits now than I am behind slicing mats. I don't know how well my mod score has gone up. I haven't really tracked it, but I do know that like basically every time I mod a character now, I'm able to get them mostly 15 plus speed mods, usually one or two that's 20 plus. Very rarely am I putting mods on a tune that I'm going to be using that are under 15 speed. So I'm really, really happy with how this is working out. My future plans, Lord Vader, Bo, Afra, GL Ahsoka, and you can add Balin into that as well. Lord Vader, Rex are all at G13 plus. Bo's done, Afra's almost there. And the GL Ahsoka ranks, or Rex are, I mean, I have Ezra done already. I have Asajj done already. I'm working on the Marquise. And Gas just needs to go to R8, and the two Ahsokas need to go to R9 from R7. So it looks like I don't have a lot done if you look at the journey guide sheet, but I'm actually closer than I am far, I think, from it. So next week, I'm hoping to work on Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. He requires 3 sets of med packs, which is brutal. It's 120. 2 sets of those, whatever those Mark 7 circle things are. I usually have a ton of those, but no other real. Oh, there is 2 sets of fusion furnaces, which means I won't be adding any Gerda keypads to my stockpile this coming week. But that's not that big a deal. And he does require shock prods, which I do have an excess of right now. So my plan for next week, Dark Side Light Side, we're doing Cairo CCB's Night Trooper ×3. I do believe that since making this graphic, well, definitely since making this graphic and since the gearing, I've added Dark Trooper Peridia, Death Trooper Peridia has been added to the holotable, so I'm doing 3 times on him as well. Basically, Kairos and CCBs are non-existent from my farming for the time being, but I'm only, 60, 70 shards away from Night Trooper, so I'll be able to get back to that relatively quickly. Cantina, we're doing splitting between Signal Data and Morgan. Fleet, we're doing med packs, fusion furnaces. And my goal for next week is to take DTMG to R7 and have all of my Afrorex at G12. The Afrorex is pretty doubtful, but DTMG is near certainty. Anyway, that's it for week 40, guys. Thank you guys for following along. I appreciate it greatly, and I will see you in week 41. Peace out. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, subscribe, comment in the comment section down below, and you can join me on Twitch or Discord. Both have links in